Welcome back, everyone, to another segment of The MCR. Mac and me. My name's TJ. In this segment, and I'm sure everyone's heard this by now, we've lowered the bar as far as the dress code in the Senate. Chuck Schumer has seen fit to accommodate the slobish-looking John Fetterman. I have a theory as to why he prefers to dress this way. This is only a theory. My theory is he is incapable, for whatever reason, physically, mentally, whatever. I believe he's incapable of dressing up. I don't think he knows how to tie a tie. And there is rumor of he has motor function difficulty, skill. In other words, he can't do what people do to get dressed. But that's just a theory of mine, a suspicion. But nevertheless, Chuck Schumer has accommodated the slavish appearance of said individual. Your thoughts so far, Mac?
Well, the way he dresses, he would have never been allowed in any of the buildings that I ever worked in. I can tell you that. But I have that same hunch that he can't take care of himself, which makes me wonder, what is his hygiene like?
Well, remember he was missing in action for weeks, yeah. And one of the things said about him was he couldn't take care of himself. If he can't take care of himself, he clearly can't dress himself, or at least appropriately dress himself.
So I hate to
use logic here.
I hate to use this term, but that makes at least two invalids the Democrats have in the Senate. The other being Dianne Feinstein, who clearly has some other people voting for her because she is only there in the flesh.
Yeah. In any event, I'm inclined to throw into this mix, since we're talking about lowering the dress code bar. I'm going to throw into the mix at this time, and I'm going to reference someone in the House of Representatives, which I understand this is not the Senate, but it goes to the Democrat Party's state of mind. Jamie Raskin out of Maryland. If you've seen him in some of those hearings that, on the committees that he's on with those, they're always having hearings. This guy likes sporting all sorts of bandanas. And some of them are just outright goofy looking. And I've wondered, how's this guy able to get away with that? And, I guess the Republicans are going to let Jamie Raskin wear these goofy looking bandanas,
Yeah, well, that's been the theme of the Democratic Party for 70 years. Lower the standards. They want to bring everyone down rather than bring anyone up. I mean,
yeah.
Recently in Oregon, the governor there wants to have no standards for the children of color, let's call them, for reading, writing, and arithmetic. No standards. So if they graduate and can't read the diploma, that she's fine with that because they're so oppressed.
Now, in an effort to defend himself, John Fetterman, he was compelled to make a reference to the House of Representatives in regards to Marjorie Taylor Greene's, the committee she's on. They were investigating Hunter Biden. And they had some pictures, whether it be blurred or blacked out with the edited black marks, or however you want to phrase it, so as not to show a prostitute orally gratifying Hunter Biden, and I think doing crack or something. But John Fetterman, in an effort to defend his slobish dressing, was compelled to draw MTG's hearing into the fray, as if to say, look at you guys lowering the bar, that kind of stuff.
I don't get the connection. How are they lowering the bar? By what they're talking about?
By showing pictures of Hunter Biden getting sucked off.
Okay.
I'll just
All right.
say it the way it is. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, I was
Martin,
thinking maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene was dressed inappropriately. I do remember at the State of the Union, she had on that white fur thing. She looked like a hooker.
well, I guess Fetterman was using this as a means to somehow defend himself as to the accusations leveled toward him.
Well, I wonder
Okay.
who put him up to that.
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene responded to this. She said the Senate no longer enforcing a dress code for senators to appease Fetterman is disgraceful. Dress code is one of society's standards to set etiquette and respect for our institutions. Stop lowering the bar. Well, that, Marjorie Taylor put that out. That's when Fetterman responded with how the nation's lower chamber lives by a higher code of conduct, displaying ding-a-ling pics in public hearings. That's the picture
Well,
that I had referenced.
if they weren't available, they wouldn't be doing it.
Well, exactly.
And if he weren't mentally incompetent, he wouldn't be dressing like a slob that he is. I mean, hoodies, they look dirty.
Well,
he isn't even wearing what, and I don't want to disparage mechanics, but he isn't even wearing what you'd see a mechanic wear.
pretty much, yeah. You know what? I dress up better for work, and I work in a warehouse. I work in a warehouse driving heavy equipment, and I'm dressing up better than he is. But I digress. I'm going to bring in Rand Paul's picture. And I don't know if people have seen this one, but there's a picture of Republican Senator Rand Paul sitting on the steps leading to the Capitol. And he's in a red bathrobe, barefoot. Now, there are accusations this picture was photoshopped. But Rand Paul has seen fit to neither confirm or deny really thinking the picture's funny. So, either it's real and Rand Paul did take a picture of himself like this, or he or someone photoshopped it, in which Rand Paul thought it was great because Rand Paul himself posted it on X. And I guess that's how you say it. Instead of saying tweeting it, because it's no longer Twitter, it's X. So now you say post it on X. But anyways, so yeah, Rand Paul was content to do a offhand swipe at Fetterman with I have one final thought on this, Mac, and then whatever your final thoughts are. Let's go back to the Trump impeachment. When the lawyers got into a little back and forth tiff, and Chief Justice Roberts goes, tisk, tisk, and I'm going to paraphrase here because this is how I interpret it. How dare you act like this in front of such an august group? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? Do. Oh yeah. So this august group is going to let a guy come in wearing a sweatshirt, hoodie, and shorts and whatever else. This august group, this prestigious gathering
Can you imagine if there were an impeachment and of President Biden and that Fetterman was his defense, dressed like that?
Oh my goodness! Oh my God! As this week was playing out, I just couldn't help but reflect back on Chief Justice Roberts referencing the hallowed hall.
Well, let me ask you this: what if Brett Kavanaugh or Neil Gorsuch or Justice Thomas? What if Justice Thomas wore a dashiki instead of his robes to the Supreme Court hearing? Well, how would that go over?
Well, it wouldn't, and perhaps maybe he ought to start. Now that you mention that,
right? Yeah.
It's another sad chapter in this country, and it is. You know what? This is how the Democrats operate. This is their modus operandi, as I like to say.
Bring everybody down, nobody up.
Yep. That's all I got. Anything else? Anything you got? Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. All right. So much for this rant. And see you in the next rant. Thanks, everyone, for your support. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.